Hello everybody. We're here today to talk about our Snowbound pilot project and Blackboard Learning. In order to get things started, the first thing we have to do is we have to access the Blackboard web page. If you can see here, the first thing I've done is I went to the Owsley County School District website. It's owsleycounty.kyschools.us. You can see across the top browser here. And once you've reached that site, if you look under the Shortcuts tab on the left-hand column, if you'll scroll down, about midway down that column, you'll see Blackboard Learning. So the first thing you'll need to do is you'll click on Blackboard Learning, and that'll take you to the Blackboard Learning site. Now, at this screen here, you can see it requires a username and password. Hopefully you've received a letter or your child already knows their username. Their username will be the student's ID number. Usually that number is about a 7 or 8 digit number. It's 094, that type of number. That will be your student's personalized username. So for my instance, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my username. And then, of course, password. Now, your password should be, for all students, it should be Berea, which is capital B, E-R-E-A, capital P, capital N. It's Berea PN. We actually receive our funding for this through Berea's Promise Neighborhood, so that is the standard default password for all students. So, I'm going to go ahead and enter my password, and I'm going to click to log in. Now you can see I'm going to go ahead and this should be the screen that you will see once you've logged into Blackboard. Now I'm going to go up here to the top and you can see my institution, and then you're going to see the tab that says Classes. So when I click on Classes, you're going to see the list of classes that your child is enrolled in, and in this case I'm actually enrolled in a couple of courses. But we're going to look at today is OC04, which is Owsley County 4th Grade Innovative Classroom. Now, if your child is in the 6th grade or 7th grade, they should be enrolled in a course that says 5th Grade Innovative Classroom or 7th Grade Innovative Classroom. So I simply click on that tab, and that will bring me to our innovative screen. Once we get here, this is where the content will be populated for each of the Snow Pilot activities. This year we are trying to do have a little bit different approach, and that we're trying to incorporate some arts and humanities, practical living career studies, and writing activities within our Snowbound pilot. So our first day that we're off, we will be doing an arts and humanities activity. So I will simply go to arts and humanities, and I will click on that screen, and you can see here that this will be the activities that I will need to do in my classroom. So you can see here I can go to the top and I can click on what is flamingo dancing, and the screen is working, and hopefully in just a second an article will pop up, and my task is, like the prompt said, is I am to read the article, and also I can watch the video about what flamenco dancing is. Okay, so once I'm finished with that, you can see I can go back to the top here and I can click on Blackboard Learning. It takes me back to our screen, how to flamenco dance, read and practice the steps, then practice a short 1 to 2 minute dance presentation that you will present to class when you describe the article. You then will go to the flamenco dancing discussion board. And here you can see that a thread has already been created by Ms. Schaus. But what I would do here is I will go to create a thread, and I will simply type in a subject, which would be flamenco dancing, and then my assignment is the 3 to 5 sentences that I would post in. That would be in this area here. So I would simply go in. I'm just putting these in just to show. Once you have completed this, you will scroll down and you would submit that. Okay, now I'm not going to submit because so I'm going to cancel that out, but you would simply submit, and when you would submit, it would show up just like Ms. Schaus's has shown up here. It will give you the date and time, and it will show that thread. Okay, so once I've completed that task, I can go a couple different ways. I can go back to content, and it simply will take me back, and I can go back into my arts and humanities, and I can continue to go through each performance. So as you can see here, this would be the activity that would be day one of the Snowbound pilot project. If you have any issues or problems, feel free to contact the school. Each day of the Snow Pilot, we will have a different activity. So on day one, we would do arts and humanities. But if we go back to the content tab, you can see we already have practical living career studies, which would be day two. Then we should have a writing activity, and so on and so forth. Currently, as you can see here, we only have a few folders in here, but as we continue to go, and if we have more than 3 to 5 snow days, we would continue to add days of activities that students would be required to do. Again, feel free to contact the school. You can contact Mr. Taylor at the high school. You could also contact myself, Mr. Paul Green, Towson County Board of Education. Email is the best way to contact me. My email is on the district webpage. Just go there and send me an email, and I'll try to get back with you as quickly as possible. So again, I hope that these activities are beneficial to your child, and we hope that this is something that is a different way to learn, and that prevents us from having to go to school throughout the summer. So thank you very much.